Welcome back to BT. There's Carl from Calvington once again, working away up there in the crane this morning. Say hello. Working hard during Stampede this week.
It's going to be a great, great time.
So every night, the big show hits the grandstand, and in the middle of all of that mayhem, Sugar Sammy takes the stage.
And now, direct from Montreal's Just for Laughs Carnaby Festival, Sugar Sammy!
And there he is. He's been called the comedy's new rock star, and earlier this week, Montreal native, he received a nomination for a 2009 Canadian Comedy Award in the Best Male Stand-Up category. Welcome to the show. What's that like, Sammy, being out there?
You know what? It's better than I thought, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, before I got here, I had never been to Stampede. I'd never done, I'd never had the experience, and I never performed at the Stampede. And they told me, you're going to be in front of 16,000 people. I'm like, wow, 16,000 cowboys staring at me, and I'm an Indian. This is not going to end well. Like, this is, you know, I was afraid before I arrived here that this was not going to happen. But I'll tell you, the crowds have been amazing, amazing. It's been raining a lot, but it's been worth it just because the crowds are so great.
They're great, aren't
They're
they?
amazing. I mean, look, I'm paid to be up there. I have a contract. They're not. They have no obligation to be there, and they're there. 16,000 people going nuts.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
It is the best show in the world. Now, I'm always interested when we meet funny people to learn a bit about your background. And you say your family is huge into laughing.
Yeah, they're jokers. They're pranksters. Like, my parents are big comedy fans. You know. And they, you know, they'll watch Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy, you know, some of the filthiest comics, and go crazy, high-five each other.
Is that right?
This was great. Look what he said. He's
Big
big.
family?
We're 5. So mom, dad, and then I have a younger brother and a younger sister.
Now, a lot of your comedy in the show is about being Indian. What's that like? And now, what is the Indian community? What's their reaction to you?
Oh, they're picketing right now. The grandstand. Get off the stage. Stop talking about us. So the whole Northeast empties out.
Yeah, they're done. They said we're done.
Comes and hangs out. And like, no, they love it. They're big supporters. You know, a lot of times, you know, the community is who got me started, and then everybody else, you know, follows.
And is that how it started?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a big niche market. You go after it. I mean, you don't even go after it consciously, but they all used to come out to the shows, and you know,
right.
And then, you know, because they're all used to watching Bollywood all day long, and go, this is a real guy. He's talking to us. Look. And so they come down, and then from there on, the word started spreading.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones who have the, you know, highest speed internet, so they started spreading the word to everybody. Check him out.
Now, you've done some touring, well, actually all over the world, but South Africa, and you're huge there. And not that I'm surprised, but why?
Well, they don't have electricity, so I was the first one to come in and teach them about that and tell them about fire and
the wheel.
The wheel.
We'd explain the wheel. That went over big.
I brought the wheel, and they were like, "This is good." No, I don't. You know, I had a producer who really believed in me and backed me over there, and you know, just pushed me hardcore, and then it just worked out, you know. You never know where you're gonna catch it in which markets, and I got lucky over there.
Explain. So, do you do comedy in 4 languages or just speak 4 languages?
No, I do comedy in all 4 as well. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So like I'm doing Just for Laughs in English this year, and in French, and now Just for Laughs is going into emerging markets. So I'm doing a TV taping for India in Hindi.
Really?
Yeah, we're doing a show for the Indian community.
And is it different? Like, are different things funny?
Yeah. Well, you can't tell them about sex before marriage. They don't understand it. Doesn't compute. What are you talking about? No, I'm kidding. What is he saying? Yeah, you change it up. I mean, cultural reference points, you know, centers are different in different cultures. So you've got to center yourself differently. I mean, that happens from city to city. You come to Calgary, you got to talk about a couple of different things, change your act a little bit, you know, find that center, and then, you know, talk about certain local things you've experienced. And you do the same with the Indian culture. I talk about their movies, I talk about their products, I talk about, you know, I talk about all that stuff. So same thing with the French. Actually, the French is different. I go to Quebec and I just speak French and make fun of the French in their language. And they go, are we supposed to laugh at this? Are we going to take this or what? Let's get them, Zargi.
It's good for them.
It's good.
It's good for them. Now, I hear you've been taking some shots at Saskatchewan this week.
Where'd you hear this from?
She's from
Saskatchewan. Oh. My condolences.
I am not okay with that, Sam.
I'm not okay with
and
that.
I'm here to let you know.
All right.
Now,
I haven't been to Saskatchewan.
Now explain to me, Because we were talking, do I call you Sugar? Do I call you Sammy? Do I call you Mr. Sammy? Well, how do I get...
Sam is perfect, especially as a man talking to another man.
Yes.
You don't like hearing sugar, you know?
Yo, Sugar.
Yeah.
That just doesn't
Yo,
work.
sugar. In prison, it must.
Yes.
but
since we're not in prison...
Yeah, and we're civilians.
we won't.
People get your name kind of mixed up every now and then, though.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not even, sometimes it's not even Sugar or Sammy, it's other stuff. That we can't even say.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Tell me about when you were a kid. Who was your inspiration growing up?
Eddie Murphy.
How so?
Eddie Murphy. I was 8 years old, and I remember going to the Indian movie store with my mom, and we were renting Indian movies all the time because that's all they had, and it was all bootleg films, like a VHS, and they'd always put 3 movies in there.
Yeah.
The one you wanted and 2 extra ones, and it was always $1. And they had Eddie Murphy Delirious, and I said, Mom, this English movie, I want to get this. Can we get this? She didn't know what it was. She's like, okay, I'll make him happy.
Yeah.
Went home, watched it 6 times.
Really?
And I decided that day I wanted to be black. I was like, this is what
what do I got to do? Where do I go?
What do I got to do to be black? So I've been trying to tan ever since, and it hasn't been working.
So, but really, it was that moment, really?
That moment was the defining moment. And then since then, I've been chasing it, you know, the whole time. That's what I wanted to do.
And does it feel it when you're out there in the rain and it's cold?
Yeah.
Are you still thinking this is part of the dream?
Yeah, or I'm thinking, when is this going to end? The rain, I'm telling you, the crowds have been great sports, and I've gotten used to it.
Yeah.
But I remember the first night when it started almost hailing.
Yeah.
And I looked at the production manager backstage, and I said, am I still going out? She said, yeah, you're going to go out. I was like, all right. I was like, do you have insurance? Do you have insurance? Yeah, I've got insurance. Don't worry. And like just nudging me out. She's like, do you want a raincoat? I was like, yeah. And as soon as I put it on, you would hear other like tech guys like, sissy.
Well, we're breaking you in this week, and I hear you're going shopping for some cowboy boots
Yes,
today.
I'm going
That's
to
a good
shop
sign.
for cowboy boots. So if anyone knows where I can get great cowboy boots, Facebook me.
Okay.
I'm Sugar Sammy on Facebook, and just post it on my wall. I want to go buy some cowboy boots today, and I'm going to go get them.
Very good.
Yeah.
Happy
Well,
shopping.
it's a pleasure to have you with us. Sugar
great to
Sammy,
be here. Thank
part
you.
of the big show. You can see him
too.
every night, still tonight, Saturday and Sunday night, and there are still some tickets left. And it's not only is Sugar Sammy great, the whole show is fabulous.
Yes.
It's worth seeing.
We have a look at your news, weather, and traffic still ahead this morning on BT.
Call him something. I think I'll just call it a day.